Welcome to District 22's latest D&D podcast, the Demi-Lich Diaries, where each chapter brings a new adventure and a new dungeon master.
Previously on Demi-Lich Diaries.
You find yourself in the chill cold of the void.
As you're saying this to Lenny, you can tell that he wants to play along with you, but at the back of his mind, he's like, I'm next.
No, for this, I think we're going to take things to a whole new level.
And as she gets lifted up, her legs start skittering and going out, and it goes higher above you. And Lenny, Clark, what are you doing?
I don't take deals, Lenny. I make them.
He's surrounded in this minty mist as well, and his arm reaches up and grabs an arrow and knocks it and aims it, and he lets it loose, and it flies forward and hits one of her eyes. Do you work for him? The man in my head. Lightning that is purple and mint green spreads out through the clouds and crashes down, and as it crashes down, the fabric of this realm falls to the ground as if it were a curtain. The name's Sebastian Canundi. We haven't had members of the Arcane Order here for years. I'm so sorry. We are about to participate in the race, the final activity of the Harvest Festival, and we would love for one of you to compete. The winner, of course, is going to win the Harvest Chest. Jekyll, you need to calm down. No, I don't think that I will. I think someone needs to show the Arcane Order that not all of us here are gonna just drop our panties for you as soon as you show up and let you do whatever you want, eh? The children of the Order, some of them are grateful for you, but others not so much. And he reaches beneath his breastplate and pulls out this amulet. And as he pulls it up, you see that the chain goes up and then it goes in to his neck. This has kept me alive much longer than I should have been. And then you hear Camille shout, "The running of the bullets has begun!" And then she pulls the door closed.
Run with the freaking bullets, dude.
As soon as they break out, everyone starts running, and you look behind you, and you see this bullet jump out of the road, and following it is just a wave of bullets. And at the last moment, she just pulls everything she has out of her and jumps in front of you with a huge leap and crosses that finish line first. All right, so you are all at the bottom of Mount Galliano, in the city of Galliano, and Frolic, you have just...
I have a question.
Yes.
Was the mountain named after the town or the town named after the mountain?
Well...
They named themselves.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Go ahead and fast forward about 45 seconds.
Honestly...
Cool, good answer, Kyle.
Mountain first, then city. But you, Tortuga doesn't
I
know
wouldn't
that.
know that.
Yep.
It's just a little bit of lore for the fans out there.
Yeah, get that fan fiction.
Just to lure you in.
Good lord. All right,
Mandalorian.
so you just took second place in the running of the bullets,
You're not the best.
and you have been told
That's
to...
what second place is.
First loser.
Not the best.
Frolic's
the
hearing
best.
his dad's voice. You go take some cuts, son.
You ever want to be chief, you're going to have to get better.
Sounds just like my dad. It's weird.
It sounds like too real. Too real, guys.
fun.
Too much fun. So you were told to make your way to the top of Mount Galliano, top of the city, for the awards ceremony. And with that, people, not that people aren't interested in you anymore, but they know that, the festivities are about to start. So people you see, as you're kind of just, everyone disperses, people are starting to bring out carts. People are starting to cook food. People are hanging up, more decorative lanterns and things in the streets and stuff like that. So you have a bit more privacy as you start walking up. And as you're walking, there is a kind of sea of people spread out, but walking up as well.
Dead bodies, too, from all of the bullets.
So, yes, as you're walking, there are some people who did get injured, but as you look at them, none of them seem to have sustained, life-threatening injuries, which is crazy.
Except
right?
the dude that got crushed, right?
He's at the top of the hill, so you wouldn't know.
I'm sorry.
But when you looked back and you saw it, you definitely did. You noticed that it didn't burrow back into the, because a lot of them, they were doing like dolphins would on the water, but he just like landed and then kept going. So not as animalistic, I get. Well, that's not the word, because I feel like that will make you guys think things that aren't true. Just not as wild, I guess, as you would say. So, but anyways, that's just what you glean from the end there as a little insight without being revealed through role play. So there you go.
As we're walking, I think we're all on the same page and assuming that something a little fishy is going on here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, every time we've gone somewhere that Clark has sent us, it's been fishy.
Oh, yeah, that's the part you didn't know. He was supposed to win that race. Because
It's all right. Second place is not
the
bad.
thing. The prize
I
was
had
the
to.
thing.
You guys are real. What are you
Rab.
talking about? What?
The prize for the race was the thing. Treasure that we need.
Right.
What do you?
You should have won the race.
That's what I said.
Yes.
All right, hold up. What do you mean? Is the thing you need?
Clark is. You know Clark, right?
We had a little bit of a discussion. He's brought up to speed for the most part.
He has sent us collectively on 3 adventures to every time collect something he calls a key. Treasures, really. For his trove.
All right, so you're supposed to collect it. Once you collect it, that's it, and you're done.
Usually it ends there.
Usually, but he's kept us.
He keeps sending us on these crazy schemes.
Right, but then we find the thing, and then we usually get sent back.
To where he lives. Well, where he keeps us.
Right. So, that box is the thing we need.
The chest.
Yeah. Okay, the chest is the thing we need.
How do you know?
It was the voice in our heads.
That one.
Right. I'm a bit confused because I thought I was brought here to help. Was I supposed to run the race?
How fast are you?
I don't know. I might not be very fast, but this thing might make me faster.
What thing?
It's not a...
He reaches in and pulls this out.
Ah!
A necklace?
Ow. Well, more of a neck
Holy shit, it's in your neck.
appendage.
It is a necklace.
All right.
Tucks it back
It's got
in.
to be a burden on the poor lad. You don't have to rub it in.
Seems like it. Maybe. I don't know. I think it's safe to assume whatever relationship you have to Clark isn't what you really think it is.
He's told us we have no choice but to work for him. And he's put us through each individual tortures. I was a door.
Right.
And now when we look at it, Frolic, I think we can all agree that that maybe is one of the calmest things that's happened to in that process.
Sure.
You know?
Friendship was torn today, this morning.
Yeah, also the thing where our
Midday.
friend had to kill his, best good friend family spider thing.
He made one of our friends kill his best friend.
Now that you say it.
Hello? Now that you say it, that struck me like nothing has struck me before.
Can you guys...
All right,
Yes.
well,
Is this thing on? Hello? Am I plugged in? Tyler? Damn it.
Losing it over here.
We got
All right.
Tyler and Clark, the two powers in the sky.
so, I mean, if we're supposed to have that box, why don't we just take it?
Yeah, I mean, we could, but I do feel like there might...
And you see his head kind of twinge a little bit as that happens.
You're right. He spoke to you, didn't he? He made you feel something.
Either that or he had an aneurysm.
Never had one of those.
He doesn't speak to me. Memories. He told me things before, and they make no sense.
Like what?
But as I've gone closer to meeting you, these memories have new context. And I just, in my head, we're meant to play the part. It just keeps ringing. I don't know.
Play the part.
The arcane order, I assume.
All right. Well, then maybe we don't take the box. Maybe another time will come.
So that lass that won the race, did you by chance get her name, or did you either of you meet her or her family, or?
She's beautiful.
I heard.
The half-orc kid?
Yeah, she won the race.
Yeah. You think she's beautiful?
Yes.
Not the woman running this thing? The literal goddess of beauty that's walking around?
You and me have different tastes on goddesses. And beauty.
I think I heard her say her name was Cassie. The half-orc looking girl. What's the deal with her? Do we know anything about her?
She's got some interesting friends.
How so?
Interesting, like are interesting, or interesting as in
Well,
You know how
I
everyone...
was a little bit preoccupied at the moment, but
I was a wee bit barfy.
I was a bit verklempt. But Frolic could maybe speak a little
They
bit more
don't
to it.
oogle and ogle as much as everyone else does.
Yeah, there were a
They
group of
treated me
people
like
wearing... Well, you kind of deserved it. There was a group of people wearing hoods, and they didn't like that we were here.
Like, hoods, did they have a symbol on them or something that we can know them by?
Yes.
Inside,
Just a color scheme.
Again, I was distracted.
color scheme.
Well, not distracted. I was busy doing something.
Do we know the name of their group?
The hood. I mean, I could come up with one.
That
The
does help.
hooded ones.
he said it earlier, I believe, but I
Can I do
technically
a
was not
history
there.
check to see if I
I don't
recall.
think you said it, did
I
you?
did.
He did.
Did you?
I think I said it with you too. So you could do a history check if you want.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
You
think
can
back.
with disadvantage because you're a barfy.
Very cool. Barfy's my middle name.
Not bad. So
It's above the average.
What's that? Would you say that's a big number, or would you say
What
it's
is
like
it?
a
14.
small number, the average?
So close.
Hold on, let me look. Maybe I'll get it with my disadvantage.
You're like, I don't remember much from the barf fog, but
okay, that's not a bad one.
Well, 14 as well.
oof.
With our minds combined.
All you remember is you heard you heard the order was a part of it.
Something about ordering.
And he goes,
Children of the Order, maybe? I think that's starting to ring a bell in my head.
"Oh, what? Okay. So you say you feel like something weird's going on with her.
They seem like the
Just the
unwanted of the town. I can't help but notice the
Racial.
Yeah, genetic pool here is very one tone. Until I saw them, the one of them, Jekyll, what's his name?
Yes,
he had
Jekyll.
some maroonish skin, and then
Beautiful.
there's a half orc. So it does seem that they are a bit. Not out of place, but a bit maybe unwanted by the people of this town.
The unwanted
I
us.
don't know that one lady who took you up in the thing. She
I
seemed,
remember.
she seemed pretty happy that the young orc girl won. She didn't seem upset that she had won.
Maybe.
I was so focused on breathing that I don't remember that. Oh, because I was out of breath.
Oh,
Because I was running for my life.
the other thing we need to talk about is that. Those bullets.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Yeah, they said it a bunch.
I thought they were land sharks.
I've heard them referred to as land sharks before.
Yeah, it sounds like it tracks.
Yeah.
The issue being, they seemed a bit more tame than normal. If only we had a small lizard friend to tell us about animals.
Well, I did see something rather
That's
interesting.
a low blow. Why would you say?
When they
He's
ran,
pretty short, you're right.
hang on, I'm like trying to get. Hey,
What? Oh, hey.
Junk punch.
when they ran
Hey,
past
Reb.
me, I noticed that their eyes, they had a dark green hue.
Were they pretty?
No, it just seemed awkward because
Oh,
they were running directly at me.
Was it like Clark's magic, or was it like?
I'm not sure.
his is a mint green.
Ah, that's right.
Very specific.
Yes.
But I mean, was it kind of astral in a way, like kind of like
Yeah,
mystical?
more of not. It didn't look like it was just like. It's not like a.
Their eye color was not green.
Well, yeah, it's not like when you shine a light on a dog's eyes or a cat's eyes at night and it does that weird thing. It was definitely more of like. Yeah, it wasn't that. It was much sore because they have yellow eyes to begin with, and then it changed
Okay,
distinctly.
so they're not normally green.
Right.
Yes.
Right. They just, I mean,
Almost like they had been controlled or something.
that's
I'm not
what
sure.
I'm saying.
I say when we get up to the top, we ask some
magic
questions.
people here.
Oh, that's probably true. The group that didn't like you, were they magical?
Oh, maybe.
They definitely wanted me to be. That's for sure.
No, they didn't like you.
They said, "Hey, why don't you blah 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 your magic?" And I was like, "I guess if you really want me to." That's how the conversation went.
I don't remember that.
You were throwing up.
I was no, I wasn't.
So at this point, you guys have made it about 3/4 of the way up because there are stairs. Like it's not, you don't have to do switchbacks. Like there's stairs leading up, each different section and stuff. And so you've made it up about 3/4 of the way. And as you've been going up, some people have been sort of looking at you, and every so often someone will come up and offer you sort of like a sort of decorative necklace that's woven with what seems to be kind of like cord made from like corn husks that they've kind of like woven together.
That's amazing.
And what's up?
This is going to be really.
No, yeah.
So they give us those,
Yeah.
and then if it is okay with you, I'd like to. They give it to us, and anytime a kid comes up to me, I'm going to give them one of those weave things back to a kid. Like
Okay, sick.
throw
Yeah.
it to a kid.
The higher up that you go in the city, the less children there are. And the higher up you go in the city, the nicer the buildings are.
Where are the kids? Are
Okay.
they out in
The
the
nicer.
cornfields, or?
No.
They are not children.
Where are those
of the
children?
corn.
Are they in the corn? No. They are down more at the base. There's some, but just not nearly as many as there were at the bottom. And yeah, the buildings are getting nicer as you go up, and the like the shops, the little carts and things like that, much more elaborate as you get higher up. And as you pass one cart in particular, a woman with nice deep brunette hair with a really tight bun on top just sort of goes up and just goes, I know you're on your way. If I've just got some sweets for you to have if you'd like.
Thank you,
the
ma'am.
arcane
Thank
order.
you. I have a question.
Oh yeah, yes. Hi.
I'm gonna take mine.
Hi.
You wanna?
I want all of them.
I know this might be a weird question to just pop out of nowhere.
Okay.
Are you ready?
You see her kind of like stealing herself. Like, is he about to like? is this
Will
gonna
you
get-
marry me? No.
Yeah. Is this gonna get romantic? She's like, yeah.
Do you know what a tattoo is?
A tattoo?
Do you know what a tattoo is?
Yeah. Yes. Sorry.
I'm
Yes.
not sure where you're going with
I know
this.
what a tattoo is.
Do they have them here?
Yes, they do.
Where?
Sometimes on their arms, or like
No,
some people do them
I'm
on
sorry.
their backs.
Yes, that's very cool.
I-
I'm sorry. I
That's
realized.
very cool.
That's such
I
a
did not
frolic
phrase that.
answer.
What I
My
mean,
name's actually
can
Fralik.
I get one here?
You want a tattoo here?
Yes.
I would assume so. Yes. Yeah.
Where?
Well, normally it's more towards the bottom of the city. There's probably some people who could do it around and about. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't have any tattoos.
You're all right.
Who sells ink around here?
Ink.
Yeah.
Ink. I think there's a shop up around the way. Actually, it's Ruth's. She's got a little shop. It's got all sorts of parchment and things like that. If you want to.
Will you take me there?
Absolutely. Just you and me, or everyone, or?
Yeah, we're all going.
Oh, all right. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Please enjoy. And she hands you the sweets, and she kind of just goes walking and kind of like slips her hand up through the crook of your arm.
Okay.
And just is walking. I've never seen anyone quite like you before.
I assume so.
Yes. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
Why haven't you seen anyone like me before? There's a lot of humans here, isn't there?
Well, yes. There are lots.
What about that orc girl? Or half-orc girl? What's her thing?
Half-orc girl.
The chick who won the race.
Oh.
Chick? The woman. The
Female.
The person who won the race.
Individual.
Mm-hmm.
Equal.
Well, she. You're talking of, I think,
Cassie?
Cassie, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she's one of the children of the order. So.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Tell me everything about them.
Do a persuasion. 'Cause
Okay.
It's starting to get aggressive, and she's starting to.
Trying to pull her arm out of your.
No, you're locked in, aren't you?
We're going to get married.
You're hurting me.
Ooh,
I want that to
Don't you want a nice wedding?
17.
17. You can tell that she's like a little uncomfortable, but then she gets like she finds a way to make herself
She
comfortable.
gets lost in your eyes.
Well, the children of the order are children that have come who have heritage from members of the arcane order. You see, festivities can, I mean, people can drink,
Mm-hmm.
get a little intoxicated, and
Frisky.
depending on compatibility, and she kind of grips you a little bit tighter, some find companionship that leads to a child.
Are you saying this children of the order, are you saying that they're, for lack of a, bastards of arcane order members?
I would definitely not say bastards. They are.
No, I'm sorry. I'm a sailor and I'm trying to keep my language down. But
You're fine. You're fine. I mean, people, and don't get me wrong, a lot of us absolutely adore you, and some don't find the arcane order to be good. They don't see magic as something that should be embraced.
Preposterous.
Right? And so sometimes the children of these relations have a hard life, and so they band together to stay strong. And with that banding together, sometimes it can lead to being somewhat ostracized, even if we don't mean to.
Right.
So, and those who are not afflicted, that's not the right word. It's not
the right word. You're correct.
those who have parents that are
Not human.
different.
Or you could just say not human.
I mean, you are different.
Sure.
Like, differences aren't bad.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I've upset you. Ruth's,
No, it's okay.
no, Ruth's shop is right here. I'm sorry, truly.
Hey, you know
Here.
what could make it better?
And she just kind of is backing up a little bit.
Would you go to the nearest tailor shop and get me a needle?
I'm sorry, I don't.
Pretty please.
I don't know where it is. Best of luck with the rest of the festival.
All right.
delicious.
Thank you.
They're
and she
okay.
turns and kind of
You say they're okay.
They're okay. I've had better. Further down the mountain.
People who give you needles make them better.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Ruth's.
I want to go into Ruth's.
Okay, Ruth's is a small kind of, it looks like a shop that's attached to her house.
Lovely.
And it's very small, nothing big, but it's very just nice, organized, neat. And as you walk in, she is kind of closing things up excuse me, closing things up for the day.
Hello.
My God, the arcane order's here. Wow. Welcome. Please come in. And
We
it's
won't be
just
long.
a smaller old lady that just is kind of putting this up. Very nice
She's
dress,
human, though?
very neat. Human. Yep.
Aren't they all? Sorry,
What
aren't
a
they all?
line, dude.
Yes. What can I do for members of the arcane order?
Oh, nothing much. We need some ink.
All right. Yes, absolutely. What is there? A color preference?
Red.
Red ink.
For me, what do you
Alright.
want?
What are you doing?
What color do you want, Frolic?
I like bright colors. What are you doing?
What's the brightest color ink you have?
Are you
We
going to answer him?
we have a-
Jeez.
brighter shade of blue.
That'll
That's
do.
Quite okay.
What about you, Rat?
I'm not taking any part of it.
That will clash with my shoes and my bear pelt.
Blue and yellow go together.
But
And
pink-
so do blue and pink.
it's not the right shade.
It's in a palette. This gentleman will have black.
No, I'm not going to do anything.
Okay, I'll take black, red, and a light blue, please.
And Seb's like, what the hell? Just kidding.
Oh, and whatever. I think a nice gray would match his aesthetic.
Okay, she just gets 4 fairly small vials of it, and she just goes, on the house,
Oh,
obviously.
thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you. Very well. Have, a good
treat.
night.
Oh, it's like half eaten. She's
Yes. My mouth was on it.
like, thank you.
You're welcome. They're good.
Okay,
Thank you. We'll leave.
goodbye.
All right.
Did you want to say something to her?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Ruth, is it?
Yes.
Oh, man.
You flirt with her?
No.
Come on.
Um,
Everyone's attracted.
I've got to tell you something. That's my favorite name.
Oh,
And I'm gonna pull out my freaking. I'm going through a lot of my inventory.
my.
I have a
freaking thrift
lucky.
store over
I have a
here.
lucky charm,
Okay. Is it the
Double
heart,
shoe?
rainbow, the pillow?
and it's not
the
magically
balloon?
delicious. I'll just snip that. Anyway,
Heart, stars, and clovers.
That's it. I didn't remember the
no,
Horseshoes,
it's
order.
clovers, and
it's a you know, like on my keys, I have like that little braided thing.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it has an anchor at the bottom.
Okay.
It's made out of coral.
Okay.
Coral. I knew he was. I beat him to it. Anyway, I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna give it to Ruth and
Okay.
be like, I want you to have this for having my favorite name.
Well, thank you. I didn't pick it, but I quite like it as well.
Take care, Ruth.
Thank you.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Grabs it.
No.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
He's like, I'm gonna make a stop at a little old lady's house later. Okay. So with that, you leave this place, and you're now starting to kind of crest to the top, so you're close. But
Is there an alleyway we can step into?
yeah, for sure.
Great.
Less alleyway and more just like some like garden paths that lead
Great.
back towards other districts of homes.
All right.
Are we being watched? Because
I'm going to pull out. Do I have a needle on me?
I mean, you need one. That's right, because you got ink.
As you look for a needle,
got a
Seb,
needle, right?
Seb reaches up onto the cape that he's got, which has got a pin kind of going through it,
Clever.
and he just slides it out. This should do.
Yeah, that'll be great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Listen, Clark got very upset when we had tattoos. It felt like it almost threw a wrench in his chain. I'm thinking if we do everything we can to upset him and upset his plans, it's well founded and well done. Yes?
So you're
Maybe not for you.
you're acting out, is what you're saying.
I'm acting out, yes.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I personally don't like things ripped out of my nose.
Sure. Listen. We can't do much at all against him. You saw what he did to Zelda. You saw what he did to Lenny. He couldn't move. And Clark made him move. I tried to save him. You tried to save her. We couldn't do anything. I'm thinking anything we can do to upset him or make his plans not work. Even if it kills us. It's worth it. Bigger cause. Do what you want.
All right.
It's the only thing that I feel like will work. I'm just going to start
Stabbing away.
doing something.
'Kay.
Maybe a wave.
'Kay.
Cool wave tattoo.
Yeah.
That'll bleed a lot.
I'll reach over and I'll grab the vial of blue light ink. You know what? I don't think we're going to live past this. Maybe you're right. And so I wait for the needle to be done.
I will sterilize it too
Wow!
Wow.
and hand it to you.
If
Enjoy
infection doesn't kill us, Clark will.
Clark certainly will.
Enjoy turtle AIDS.
It's gnarly. Let me tell you, there's like AIDS, super AIDS, and then there's
Cowabunga.
like turtle AIDS. Way worse.
Top
Did you
tier
just
AIDS.
say cowabunga?
Yes.
Cowabunga.
Okay.
I do a door on my arm.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Is Rab doing anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not.
You see that, Clark? You.
Do you say it?
Yes.
Okay. Good to know.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. All right. Here's your needle thing.
Yeah, I'll sterilize it again for him. There you are.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Imagine my little arm just taking the needle and passing it between you guys.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So as you guys walk with your new wave tattoo, red wave tattoo, blue door, you make your way to where the race began, and you see that the race where you're at already, there is a crew of people that are, like, as you've been walking up, people have been, like, already going to fix the parts of the
Bless you.
parts of the path that were damaged or destroyed by the bullets. And so the part where they came out of, they've pulled all of the cobblestone aside and they're resurfacing the dirt right now and getting ready to lay it in. And you're just impressed, and clearly this is a tradition. This happens. They know the process and everything. And you get to the steps that lead up to this kind of, just platform that's at the peak of Mount Galliano. And as you walk up the steps, you see that only individuals who had participants in the race and in other activities that you missed, their groups are going up to be a part of this this award ceremony.
Is no one else allowed? Are they like stopping people who are trying to go up?
As you walk up, you just get the sense that it's not a huge platform up there for everyone to get
Gotcha.
onto, but people are gathered kind of at the bottom. But also a lot of people you get the sense that it's like, I don't care about that. I care about freaking drinking and eating and having a good time down here. Like, it's very much so, it's not everyone's thing to go and participate in watching this, ceremony take place. And so as you walk up and you make it to the platform, you see that there are chairs set out, very much so what would look like a wedding type situation, just two sections with an aisle down the middle. And they're kind of cordoned off, though, into smaller groups. And as you get up there, Camille looks at you, and she's changed her gown, and her gown is now this sort of deep kind of maroon that looks almost like a velvety cashmere type vibe. Because cashmere is the type of fabric, correct? Not the color, right?
I don't know.
It is very soft.
Yeah, I was going to say very soft.
Yeah.
And so she's wearing this dress, and she doesn't have the scarf or bandana on her head anymore, and her hair, just the curls just go down, tight curls. She looks stunning, and she comes up to you and she just goes, "I'm very glad that you were able to make it up here. Do you need water, drink, anything? I know we've made you walk a lot in just this little bit."
You
I
made me
prefer
run.
it this way.
Right, exactly. If you need any sort of drink or anything like that, please let me know, and I will have us get something.
Do you have any healing potions?
I'm sorry.
Are you hurt?
Yes.
How?
Don't worry about it.
What happened to you?
I hurt myself.
I,
I'm fine.
unfortunately, we
I'll take care of him. It's okay.
No.
What happened to you?
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
normally,
I give him a glare. Stop talking to me.
as
Okay.
far as
I
healing,
really hate standing in between you guys.
It's just weird. You have two friends that heal, and that'd
Now-
be great if you had some.
Now I know how you feel.
unfortunately, normally, if anyone is to make healing potions for us, it's a member of the Arcane Order. We don't have the arcane abilities.
See, I was testing you. I was making sure there weren't any false
Were you about to say prophets?
of us.
False of us. What's a false of us?
It's a
It's
type
a
of
rock.
stone.
It's a hit video game.
False of us, the hit video game. She just says, yes, I'm sorry. If we just don't have the means to manufacture them.
It's fine. I have
But I
some.
can get you.
Do you have anyone that needs healing?
I mean, all cities do. There was a man that participated in the race sitting over here. He's broken his leg, his femur.
It's a miracle he's alive.
Yes, yeah. I mean, normally the bullets they're not malicious in their intent. This is just traditions. This is what they do.
You have a beastmaster of some sort.
Oh well, we have the not Beastmaster, but those who win the Harvest Festival. They are the ones that are able to help control the bullets.
As soon as she points out
What?
who this guy is, can I run over and just do healing ward on him and healing word? I mean,
Sure. Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah. And as you say that, and you go, and he's pretty close to you, so you go over, and the crowd kind of gathers, all except for these children of the order that are sitting far away, just sort of looking at you. And as you ask that, you then realize that it's kind of like a octagon up that you're on. Not a full-on circle, but the
Like
rocks.
a circle with sides.
Yeah, the rocks that are around that kind of like sprout up are white, kind of like a marble-ish color, but they have the texture that like igneous rock would. So like a lava rock, which is kind of cool.
So very like porous.
Porous
That's cool.
holes,
Hummus.
things like that. And
That's freaking dope,
uh,
man.
it's kind of like almost blending, because it's like white, but not white. It's that, kind of like gray, and especially in this sunset, the colors just look beautiful bouncing off them. But as you look kind of in between and sitting throughout the rocks are bullets sitting almost as if they're statues. You don't see them moving really, and they're just sitting. And she goes, that is one of the things. That is why it is such a high honor to be able to win the race, and then for the next year you have the ability to plow your field and others' fields with these bullets, and it's a great blessing. And as she says that, she motions her arm out, and as you turn and look behind you, this mountain is just like a lone mountain, and the plains around you just stretch out, and there's just agriculture, farm as far as the eye can see. She goes, it truly is one of the greatest blessings that we have here in Galliano, especially since none of us can sling canna. We take this very seriously.
I would assume at this point I've healed and come back.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you by chance control the bullets?
Oh no, I'm the speaker of Galliano.
What I mean is, did you train them?
No, that's the winner is given the means whereby to, and as she's saying that to you, one of her the people in the uniforms, the same colored uniforms, just of harvest colors, comes up and taps her on the shoulder and goes, "Madam, I'm sorry, but the sun's getting low. We need to begin." And then she goes, "Right, I'm sorry. If you could please have a seat. If you need drinks or anything, signal these people over here, and they will help you out. We can talk more after the ceremony if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
Yep.
All right. And then she walks back and goes down the aisle to the front, and she goes, "Attention, everyone. What a wonderful day it has been. Activities, memories, and old friends brought back to us after nearly 20 years. We are so grateful for the Arcane Order and the blessing that they have bestowed upon us with their presence. But, surprisingly, we had one of our own that competed in this race and beat even one of the incredible emissaries from the Arcane Order. And with that, Cassie, if you would like." And she steps up, and her leather boots, she's not wearing her jacket anymore. Her leather boots got kind of like sage green pants that almost match the skin tone that she has. And then she's got like a gray sort of, I don't know what you call it on it, but because it's not like a skirt. It's just like the robes that kind of wrap around the lower half of your body. And then she has this leather, not corset, because it's not doing that, but just brace around her stomach, and then gold chainmail that goes across.
Kind of like a garter belt.
Yeah, like a big garter belt.
Cool.
And then gold chainmail, and there's gold sort of like embroidered on the leather garter belt that she's got on. She's got some bracers and a gray shirt. So she looks like she's definitely, as she got up here, changed into a little bit more of just like her finest duds, as it were. And as she steps forward, people are
well, I'll definitely join in, yeah.
The claps and everything, and Jekyll sort of turns around in his seat and looks at you, Frolic, and just gives kind of like a smirk of like, yeah, you lost. He doesn't say anything. He's far enough away that it's just, communication through the eyes.
And I just blindly just say, "Oh, hey!" Just wave at him.
And he just and turns and goes back. And as Camille's up there, she says, "Cassie, as you well know, it is an absolute honor for you to have this opportunity before you. You have proven yourself as someone that has the strength, the stamina, and ability to take this mantle for the next year. And with that being said, it is time for a previous year's winner to bestow the harvest chest and its mantle upon you." And Cassie just bows her head, very, not solemn, but serious about the situation, very stern. And with that, you hear footsteps come up behind the stairs. And as you all turn around, you see a man who is probably 40 years old, who comes walking up, and he's not tired, not lifeless is absolutely not the right word, but just pretty void of emotion. And he walks forward, and he's holding this wooden chest. And this wooden chest has embroidery along the side of it, with sort of gold inlay that looks like the fields. There's on top, you can see as he walks past you, an image of like an outline of a bullet on both sides. And in the center, you see what looks like the carving of some type of like headdress, an inlay of like a headdress. And as he walks up, he sets it on the small table that it's just a stone. Altar's not the word, but it's small enough that it just rises up, and it's porous as well. It looks almost like it was natural there, and sets it down. And at this point, Camille steps to the side, and he walks around, and Camille goes, "Henrik, we would love to thank you for your service this last year and wish you all of the luck and traveling to spread the word of Galliano to the surrounding cities. And he looks at her and just nods his head.
He doesn't say a word.
He doesn't say a word, but he acknowledges. And he reaches up and grabs kind of the back of Cassie's neck. And she does the same. And they touch foreheads together. And they just spend a moment breathing with one another. And the colors, what I believe it was Brother Lockheed said earlier, of the sunset are dazzling. Just the golds and purples and just deep, deep hues cast out, reflecting off the rock. You can't help but there is a bit of reverence in this moment. And he takes the hand off, and she steps around to the front and kneels down facing you all. And he opens the chest. And it opens so that on both sides you see the bullets. And the centerpiece that was there is being blocked by her head. And she's got more shaved to the side hair with a little bit longer, just thick black hair on top that has kind of been slicked back to the side. And he goes up, and from out of the harvest chest, he pulls a maroon cloak and walks up and places it over the top of her. And there's a hood that stays down. And he grabs a leather glove with inlay of the sewing that looks gold, slides it on her right hand, slides it on the left hand, walks back and pulls out of the chest a mask that has what appears to be like a canvas front with two thin rectangle eyes and wheat coming out of the top and the bottom. And he approaches and places this on her, and she takes a deep breath in. And her posture straightens, and her hands open to both sides. And he reaches in and pulls out 2 sickles and walks around and places them in her hands. And her hands clasp tight, and you can see them holding tightly. And then he closes the harvest chest and walks to the back of the platform. And the platform is, now that you're looking back that direction, it is on the precipice of what looks like a large crater from what you can see at this point. Not like, oh, we're at the top of a volcano crater, but if the mountain were to go up, it flattens out, and then it's like there's a crater here, and you're right at the top. And he just stands and stares and lets out a big sigh. And as Cassie stands up, she puts her hands down, and the cloak kind of envelops them enough so that just the sickles are past. And then the sickles go beneath the robe, and she sits with her head down. And you see that everyone is just sort of sitting in this moment. Is there anything you want to say?
Frolic is just bawling at the beauty of this whole ceremony.
Would I have noticed the little guy giving my friend here the stink eye?
Probably, yeah.
What are they doing? What's that group that she was
They
with? What are they? Are
They have a look of pride and of just devout respect for what Cassie was able to do.
Are people staying? No one's like walking.
No one has moved.
Okay.
They're all just sitting in their seats still.
Okay.
As she sits there. And as she sits, you kind of look over at Camille, because she's the kind of master of ceremonies. And she's just sitting as well with her head down. And then you hear the wind pick up, just ever so slightly. And as the wind blows, you start to hear a bit of a hum coming from the air, passing over some of the pores in the rock. And this almost like a flute, but not, of just whoo. And as that happens, you see Cassie lift her head back, and out of the pores of the rocks, this green mist slowly pours out and hangs heavy to the ground, much like dry ice or a heavy cloud hangs to the rock, and it moves forward towards, and it's spreading out closer and closer to like where everyone is normally sitting. But when the fog reaches her, or the mist reaches her, it spins up around her. And as that happens, she's still got this mask on. You get that twinge in your head, louder than you have ever before. And with that, she disappears. You look over at Camille. Camille's looking around. What's going on? Did you see where she went? And as that happens, she appears next to Henrique. And as she's next to Henrique, you see her arm reach up around his neck, slit his throat, and push him off of the cliff. And as she turns around, a woman lets out a scream in the group next to you. And she looks around, sitting there, and you see all of the bullets crouched down. Not in an aggressive position, but in a position ready to run. Yes.
No, was this mist the same color as their eye? Like the...
Deep green.
Okay, perfect.
Deep green. And as that happens, Camille shrieks as well and goes, Cassie, what are you doing? And as she says that, appears next to Camille, slits Camille's throat, pushes her to the floor, and looks, and Seb stands up and draws his sword and looks over across the way. And then you see as Cassie just stares him down and disappears. And chaos starts to erupt. As this chaos erupts, more mist comes shooting out of these pores, not in the slow fashion that it once did, but like a flood of mist coming out, and it is heading directly towards you. What are you guys going to do?
This is a weird ceremony.
I'm going to run for the kids.
Yeah.
The order of...
The Children of the Order?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, this isn't supposed to happen.
They're kind of up, they're on like the front row because they were there, so they're closest to the fog. So as you run up towards it, they're just like, you get up and you're close enough, you hear Jekyll talking to the other one, and he's like, right, what's she doing? That's not like Cassie, what's happening? And the other one just says, it doesn't matter, we need to go now, let's go. And then he goes, Cassie. And he turns and you see him look off behind you where like the steps are. And as you turn around and look, she appears and she's running down the steps. And as she's running down the steps, Sed looks to you and he goes, we need what's in that case, right?
I mean, the case could be empty now.
I mean what she's wearing.
Yes.
And then he starts running after her and he takes off. So when you get to them, what are you doing?
Well, I had a different plan, but they were just as confused.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll grab them and be like,
Okay.
I know you don't like me, but I'm here to help you.
Yeah. And the one kind of lets go, the taller one, and he's like, I'm okay, I can run. And he starts running and following. And Jekyll's just kind of like, let go of me, what are you... And he just sort of, gets you off and then runs up and starts going with you.
I'm going to go towards the stairs.
Okay.
Where I assume everyone wants to get out of there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be guiding people and
Okay.
helping people start going down the stairs and stuff.
Okay.
Sorry, as soon as I get them on their way, I'm going to look at the bullets and get ready.
Okay. So as you look at the bullets, you see that all of them turn around, jump, and burrow straight into the ground. Not towards you guys, but away from you guys.
Well, I mean, that they burrow away from us. They
And
turn
you-
around.
And as you feel the shake, you see the case, and then it falls on the ground, open. And, the case is on the floor up by the altar, and the smoke is enveloping it. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to run to the case.
You're going to run to the case?
Yeah.
You run to the case, and you grab it. And as you grab the case, you get your first whiff of this mist. And as you smell this mist, a familiar feeling crosses through your mind. And it's that of the moment when you've decided to rage and you're entering your rage. That happens. Because you're familiar with it, I want you to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
All right. $19.
Okay. You have this feeling, and it's different because it's that of, getting endorphins naturally and getting them synthetically, I guess you could say is the way to put it. And you just and you pick the case up and you move away from the fog, which now it is crashing and closing in on you quickly. And then as you've experienced that, you look around and you see someone that's in it just coughing and grabs kind of the chair next to him and just like throws it, and you see this familiar, like, this guy's starting to kind of enter a rage. Okay. The mist is very much so right on top of you. What's your plan? What are you doing?
How many people are out? Are there still plenty of people?
Half of them are being enveloped, half of them are running. Seb is now at the bottom of the stairs. Or are you just running with them down the stairs with the Children of the Order, or would you stay at the top to...
Well, if the bullets moved, then I keep running.
Okay, the bullets did move. So yeah, Seb's all the way at the bottom of the steps now, and
how close are you?
Tortuga's
how close
half.
is Frolic to me by the top of the stairs?
He's back now. Like, Frolic ran as he had it and went.
Well, let's get out of here, huh?
Yes!
And as you go running down the stairs, the fog just shoots out and is pouring out as you look down across the city out of any bit of porous rock that is just, now that you're looking, just peppered throughout the city. And as
even
you
though
look,
like the lower slums
so
part?
it's not down there yet, but you're seeing like right in the immediate bit in front of you, it's starting to come out.
I meant the rocks. Are there porous rocks, regardless of the high place, low place?
Yes, there's porous rocks all the way down.
Okay.
And so as you're running down, this is going, and as you look down at this chest, inside there is a gold-plated piece that says the Mantle of the Harrower. And you close it and you start running. So you guys can choose where are you running to. Just catch up with Seb.
My first thought, I gotta go back down to that orphanage.
Okay. All right.
I think with everything that's happened, Tortuga is going to go to the... his priority is getting that stuff off of
Cassie. Okay. So you see Cassie now running further down, and Seb kind of gaining on her. She has yet to mystify him and remystify somewhere else. So as you're running, you two have
Can I stop by Ruth's house and grab her?
I mean, if you want to.
Perfect.
You want to stop and grab Ruth?
Man, would she be outside?
As you go running
What's up,
and
girl?
you look for Ruth outside, she's not outside. You look inside, and you see swirling of some mist inside the home. And as that happens, she slams up to the window, and she sees you and just kind of tries to go over through the window, but she's a little old lady and just sort of falls and hits her head on the ground, and you see just blood starting to pour out across the white rock and the smoke sort of coming to envelop you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna need you to all make athletic saving throws, or not saving throws, athletic checks.
Oh, that's okay. What's that mean? The dot on the bottom means a 9, right? Or like the line
Depends
underneath it.
Is it by the round side or the point?
It's by the point. That means a 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. 15.
Okay.
Athletics, right?
Yep. You crit.
1, but it's a 10.
It's a 10, so you have okay. Yeah, that's okay. So
22.
22. You've experienced this. You've ran this path before. You are, because this is the same road. Yeah, you are sprinting and you gain weight right next to Rab, in front of Rab, and Tortuga. You're running, and you're running fine, but then someone runs in the panic, hits you, and the two of you fall, and the mist envelops you. Okay. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
It's a dirty 20.
Okay. As it envelops you, you're perceptive enough that you do not breathe. You do not breathe at all, and you stumble forward, and you have to kind of kick this guy out of the way to make it back out in front. And you do, and you get up, and you're running forward, and you guys make it to the stairs, and you see Seb going down the next set of stairs. Clearly, Cassie has gone that way as well. And you guys are running, and as you're running, mist still comes and envelops over, and you are barely in front of this mist. Roll another athletics check, everyone.
Man.
Again.
Reroll that one. Oh, fuck.
But I didn't say fuck.
Did you say you got a dirty 20 on your...
On my constitution.
Okay, perfect. Just to keep check.
That's a big old crit fail. A 1 plus my modifier is 7.
Okay.
24.
24.
Sorry, athletics roll?
Yeah,
for this one?
athletics.
So I got a
Why wasn't I rolling like this earlier? Just curious.
dirty 20 again.
Would've been nice.
Okay.
The story.
The two of
Oh.
you are running just fine, and you, because you had the crit fail, you fall down the stairs.
Little legs.
And you're going to take just 1 point of bludgeoning damage, nothing crazy. And as you fall, Tortuga, you are at the front. Or no, I'd say you're all pretty close together. And so the two of you, as you're running, pick up Rab, and you keep going with the mist right at your feet. And as you're going down, you're now entering the first part of the city where this level has already been. It's coming down on the sides, but it's merged out from the front, and regardless, you are going to have to run through the mist to get down to the lower level. And you see Seb and Cassie sort of enter it as it goes. Yes.
I have a feature
Okay.
that I can do
Yeah.
called hold breath.
Okay.
I can hold my breath for
an
1 hour.
Dude.
Oh, dude, good call.
That's sick, dude.
As soon as you said it, I was like, oh yeah, toward a 1 hour.
Okay. So you're
So
starting.
I mean,
now.
obviously, it's probably going to be a little bit shorter because I am running.
You're running, and if
But-
things interact and stuff.
But I
then-
mean, I think I should be okay to just hold my breath through this.
Okay, perfect. Love it. Okay, then I need the two of you to roll Constitution saving throws.
Hey, that's more like it. 14.
14. Okay.
Nope. 12.
12. Okay.
Yep, 12.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You go in. Same thing since you had experienced it before. You hold your breath as well, trying to keep your eyes kind of closed too, because, as you run in, it stings a bit. And Rab, as you're going in, you don't see a cart that's in the way as you're going in. Poof, you run into the cart, and you inhale the gas. Perfect. And now I need you to...
Is
Oh,
this
wait, you just did your Constitution.
Is this a
save.
poison?
Huh?
Is this a poison?
In a sense, do you have a thing that keeps
Well, Dwarven
you...
Resilience, I have advantage on
poison.
saving throws against poison,
Do
and you have
another-
resistance against poison damage.
Beautiful. Give me another roll then for your Constitution save.
Oh, baby girl.
Nope. Well, no, that's a 16. So, base 16.
Okay. Yeah, you're good.
18.
Yeah.
Oh,
You hit and you... But you know to just keep running, and you're kind of limping, and you're falling behind a little bit because of that. But you all make it out of this level of the city where it's kind of flattened out enough
Without breathing.
that the mist is kind of hanging there. And as you're looking around, holding your breath, it's very much so like you're running out of a burning building, it seems like. You look around, and just barely through the fog, you hear screams. You hear just terror. You hear things breaking and crashing. People running in front of you left and right, almost knocking you over. And all of them, you just hear a resounding like, what is happening? And you make it past that, down the last set of stairs, and you see that fog at this point has just enveloped the city. It's just completely enveloped it. So you see barely through the orphanage, because you're about that 100 yards away now. And you see the orphanage, and you see some people on the roof of the orphanage. And the fog is close to the roof. So you run down that way, and you can see Seb and Cassie running towards that same kind of cul-de-sac area at the moment. So you just keep charging forward. You're holding your breath. Give me an athletics just to make sure that you don't crit fail and stop holding your breath.
21.
Give me an athletics for you as well. Both of you too.
25.
25. Okay.
23.
What were
Okay.
these rolls earlier, Seth?
Yeah, that's what I'm freaking saying.
Okay, because of your athletics being so good, you're moving so fast and trying to, because it's not like it's a wall it's always the exact same thickness. There's moments where you make it out for a second and it's swirling and moving and changing. So you guys are able to make it to one pocket, breathe a bit, run to your next one, and you make it to the cul-de-sac. And with that, we need to pull up our first battle map.
Whoa!
Yeah! Battle map, baby!
We got so small!
Well, I've always been small.
So,
Rap, I'm sorry.
as you guys run down, the fog is kind of moving in and out. And by the time you've gotten to this bottom, the fog is dropped. It's not covering everything currently. But the people that are here are freaking out. And, excuse me, Seb is standing there. She's gone. Don't know where she went. And the three of you come running in, and as soon as that happens, you see all these individuals within this courtyard just sort of, and they turn and look at you, and let's have everyone roll initiative.
Wait. Oh.
That's
Hell yeah.
baby. That's not bad.
I just realized I have a block of incense in my inventory. Anybody want to light up real quick? I got a 19 on
You got
my
a
initiative.
19. Okay.
I got a 19 actually.
Okay. Who has a higher dex mod?
Well, my base roll was an 18. What was yours?
Mine was a 16.
So I'm going first.
I thought it was
17,
Dex
17.
mod.
Mine was a
What's the
17.
tiebreaker?
Dex
Oh, really?
mod.
I just
Whoever
thought it
has a higher
My dex mod is
That's what I thought too. I think last time we had a
2.
tie, I said that.
Is
Then
your
it's
dex mod 1?
Seth. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm so
So
sorry.
Frolic will be first. Well,
Okay.
what did you
worst.
roll,
I've never
Rab?
done it that way.
I rolled a big old 6.
6. Okay. So we go Frolic. We go Tortuga. And then we got. You said 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Huh. I haven't.
So- Okay. So right now, like I said, the mist has gone, and this horde of people sort of turns and is looking at you. And Frolic, you're first, and then Tortuga, you are second.
Okay.
And you see these people angry, and some of them are starting to run towards you guys. What do you do, Frolic?
Yeah, Frolic gets very excited, and he runs to the back end. I think. Well, let's see. How far can he run? 40. So I don't know
Okay.
how far he can get with 40. 7. Guess I'll have to run around that.
7 times 5, 35. You get 8.
10.
Diagonal. Remember. you
That's
can go-
50.
Right there. 40. There's that 40.
Well, 8 times 5 is 40.
So I think
Okay.
that's right there then.
Okay.
Right?
You gonna do anything? Tortuga, you're on deck, by the way. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm
remember
gonna,
if I said
I'm gonna
that.
rage
Okay.
right there.
All right.
Naturally.
Take a big old whiff of that smoke.
Sorry. I'm gonna rage naturally,
Okay.
and yeah, I have the magic.
Wild magic.
The
Okay,
wild
yeah,
magic.
roll for it. You actually roll a 1d100, so.
I rolled an 80.
Hey, this is perfect. Illusory butterflies and flower petals flutter in the air within 10 feet of you for the next minute.
I'm beautiful.
So you rage, and these butterflies just start fluttering everywhere.
I love it.
Okay.
I
made
love
me
it.
que-
And
you
then
made me question it,
I'm
but that
wondering
is
if
it.
I can just
I was like,
throw my axe at like the guy I'm facing straight ahead.
This guy right next to you.
Not next to me,
Straight right there.
straight in
Yeah,
front of
with-
me.
it looks
Sure.
from here, putting his hands in his pockets.
Kind of does have that perspective.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. I will use Shredder, my axe.
Shredder.
I'm at it.
my
So-
worst enemy.
Shred it, man.
Get it?
Go ninja, go ninja, go.
Absolutely fail.
What'd you roll?
It was a 1.
It was a crit 1.
It was a crit 1.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, Rap, what's it like getting a guitar axe to the face?
So you
Behind me.
you pull back and you throw this at the guy, and he coughs right before you throw it, and he sort of like falls to his feet as he does so, and it just sticks into that wall directly behind him.
Okay.
And the axe is just stuck right there.
Okay.
So,
Anybody else want to try?
okay. Tortuga, you're up. And Rab, you're soon.
I was going to say,
On deck.
I rolled a 6. I don't think I'm on deck.
You're on deck out of the three of you, so get ready.
So that one that is standing next to Seth.
Frolic, yeah. What do you got?
You want to come stand
No,
over
yeah,
here?
Frog, that one over there.
Yeah.
He's within 10 feet of me, right?
I mean, technically 15. There are 2 spaces between you, and he's in the
So if I have
third
a-
space.
If I have a weapon that has a 10-foot reach,
Uh-huh.
can I hit him?
I would imagine it's 10 feet away from you, and so, I mean, barely.
So I can't hit him?
I would say, like, no, because he's just barely outside of the reach, but I'll
Hey,
give you...
Seth. Yeah, push me one over.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because you landed there.
Yeah,
so
'cause I
get you,
definitely
get
have
you.
enough
Okay,
movement.
then
I was
100% you would. Yeah, for sure.
Towards the camera.
Thank you.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, now, since
Yeah.
I'm in the right place, I'm just going to use my whip.
Okay.
You got a
Sweet.
whip?
I have a whip.
That's new.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's been with me
Oh,
since I was a boy.
is that new?
No. Stupid. 13.
That hits.
Hey!
Jeez.
Sorry. Sorry, Tyler.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 1d4 plus 5. And guess what I'm going to do, guys?
What are you going to
You
do?
gonna rage?
Divines. Yeah.
Divine
Divine
with a
smite
whip?
on a whip.
Jeez.
Dang, man.
So it's going to be 2d8. Can I borrow your d8, bud?
Here.
You can borrow one of them.
Are we doing exploding dice?
Yeah, we are.
Hey. Okay. So that's at least. No, that's not any exploding dice, but that's good. So 6 plus 7 is 13, so that's 13 radiant damage. He's not by any chance undead, right?
Nope, he is not.
Or a fiend.
13
Nope.
plus 3. You rolled a 3.
Right. Well, it's 13 radiant damage, and then for the
I'm gonna leave you
whip,
alone.
the whip is slashing damage.
Okay.
So it's 3 slashing damage and then 13 radiant damage.
Okay, awesome. As you whip this gentleman, the radiant damage just like sparks on him and explodes, and the dude's dead on the floor.
Okay, very cool.
So
From what I can tell, did the radiant damage do extra damage or just like not do anything?
no, yeah, it was just the noise. Yeah, it wasn't like it was vulnerable to it or anything.
Okay.
Just yep.
It's just what happened.
Yep.
Okay. And then
I had a feat called Savage Attacker,
Uh huh.
which gave me advantage on attack rolls. So
Okay.
next time,
Yeah, remember that for next
I'm
time.
gonna remember that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
can I use my divine sense as my second action?
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to do that. I can detect good or evil until the end of the next turn. I sense anything affected by the Hallow spell.
Okay.
We have a harrower, so I thought harrow and hallow, that's pretty close. And know the
like
location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover, and I can use this feature 6 times per long rest. So I'm going to use
Okay.
that.
Awesome.
So I kind of want to know if this mist is evil, but also if maybe I understand that Cassie's probably not a celestial fiend or undead, but maybe.
Yeah. So as you cast this and you kind of look throughout, you're not getting the evil from the mist in the sense that it was created by any of those creatures or anything. And you don't sense Cassie as one of those anywhere near. And when you got there, yeah, Seb said she's gone. So
The mist is not evil inherently?
I mean, it's not, like I said, it's not created or anything by
One of those things.
one of
right.
those. Yeah. It's, yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, because it's that whole, good and evil just tells you if it's from those things. It's not like, it's not a, what's the smoke's
It's
character?
relative.
Yeah, what's the character of the smoke?
Cool.
Okay, so that's all for your turn?
Yeah, I'm all
'Kay.
done. 2 actions. That's it.
So, it's the Horde next, and I am going to go up and move. So they are all going to close in on you and make an attack. So let me do that real quick.
Wait. This moment of movement brought to you by Kyle.
Never heard of that brand. Is that
It's a
you know,
little family
Kylie
company.
is Australian. It's not Australian, but Aborigine in Australia for boomerang.
What is? What is?
Kylie
Oh.
Would it be Aboriginal or Aborigine?
or apparition, which is
An
not
apparition. Yeah, I think that's what you're looking for.
No, I think when you were referring to the language, it would be
They call
Aboriginal,
them the
right?
Bushmen, but yeah.
Aborigine. Excuse me. I think it's Aborigine.
I feel like Bushman's not a great term to use.
Nope.
I don't know if it is either.
People who follow George Bush, on the other hand, would be Bushmen as well.
Still don't know.
I can't do. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Are you out of here? Oh, okay.
It's a shame
That
the camera's
joke is
not
too
on us.
funny.
Why is the camera not on us? We're making great stuff
Oh, hey,
over
camera. We made jokes.
here. Now that Kyle's done.
So the horde moves forward, and it is going to make attacks.
Oh, he was showing the board. I'm sorry. I was like, Tyler, we're talking here.
doing comedy gold
It's
here.
like, why are you doing
got
that?
flipped off
Okay,
by the
sorry.
producer.
So the horde makes an attack. So Frolic against you, a 13. Does that hit?
No.
Oh wait, sorry, that's a lie.
Liar.
I didn't.
Then
add,
yes.
I didn't add the modifier.
No.
21.
Yeah, that hits a little bit.
Okay, awesome.
Quite
And
a bit.
then dirty 20, Rab. Yeah.
Yeah.
And crit fail on our boy Tortuga. So
The guy who
They
could
don't
take
hit
the
that.
most,
The
like
one
the
who has
highest
an
AC.
AC 20.
okay,
That's great.
so that's exploding. Okay, you take 14 bludgeoning damage, Frolic, which is
Halved,
halved,
yes.
so 7.
7. Ooh. I'm going to be right back.
And then 13 bludgeoning damage to you, Rab. And you just see that more people are coming towards you. Like the horde continues to increase. Seb, who is standing next to you, comes up and he is going to kick the two that are by you, Tortuga, out of the... Or no, you were fine, Tortuga. He'd turn around and he'd kick the one by you, Rab. And
Are you sure he's
Keep you
really
safe.
close to Tortuga?
no, he'd look and you have a
Okay,
better
perfect.
connection with
I'm
him
sorry. I
than he
shouldn't
does.
question what you want to do. I'm sorry. That's severely
So he
disrespectful.
moves, kicks that homie and hits. And as he kicks him, it like knocks him out. So dude's on the ground. And he sort of looks up at you and he goes, "Are your friends really killing these innocent villagers?"
I wasn't planning on it, but who knows what they are now?
Okay. Frolic, your turn. Wait, Rab, your turn. Sorry. Seb was supposed to go after you, but I'll just
All good.
say he went before you on this one. Your turn.
The nature of what happens to these people, is it really like they turn into a mindless, like rage-filled being and they just want to attack? Yeah.
That's-
Are they attacking each other?
That's good. Yeah, you saw people fighting on the way down. It's not like it's focused on you. No.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you saw riots and fights happening everywhere. You saw people stealing food. You saw people, making out in the middle of the street. You saw all sorts of
Just
emotions
craziness.
cranked to a 10.
So are either one of these buildings the orphanage?
The
Stone
stone
guy?
one. Yeah. You gonna dash there?
Yeah.
Nice. Love it. Love it.
I'm gonna dash into the entrance, and I'm just gonna.
Post up.
I know that I use dash. Can
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay if I like get in a defensive stance?
I mean, you can for flavor, but it's not gonna
Right,
It won't
yeah,
give
yeah.
disadvantage. But yeah, you absolutely get ready for whatever's
Like
coming your
nothing
way.
is going to get by me.
For sure. Love it.
Perfect.
Absolutely love it. Okay.
And that's it.
Sweet. Frolic, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to use the recall action on Shredder.
And did we say that it blinks into your hand or does it fly back?
Flies back.
I thought we did because
Sick.
I think we made
Okay,
the reference.
roll an
like
attack
4.
as you do that.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
Tell me the base roll first.
Base roll 17.
Okay, yeah.
So-
I mean, it's a horde, so AC is very low. Okay, as you do that, it flies through. Roll your damage.
3 damage.
3 damage?
3 damage.
Okay, awesome. So as it goes through, you see it just come spinning, and it is going to cut through these 2 individuals right in front of you, and their arms are just like kind of falling off. And as that happens, they just kind of pass out from blood loss.
Sorry! And I have a bonus attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to...
I mean, technically, wasn't that your bonus? Isn't recalling the bonus action?
I have a
norm-
second attack, I guess, is what it is.
So this is
Extra
your
attack?
first attack.
Yes.
I'm letting that one fly because if it's a bonus action to recall and you recall it through
So
someone,
I have 3 technical attacks in this round, is what you're saying?
This turn, yes.
this turn is because you get your attack and your extra attack still.
I'm okay with that.
Tortuga, you're on deck.
So, 1, 2, 3, what?
Nothing.
I want to swipe at this guy. I'm like right here.
Okay. So as you left, that one dude gets an attack of opportunity on you. But he crit failed, so he missed.
And I'm going to swipe at him with
Okay.
1 attack
With your axe.
with my axe.
Okay.
I mean, base 18.
Okay, yep, that hits.
And
Roll
then-
damage.
12. Okay. 12 damage.
Okay, you slice this guy in half. You slice him in half, and as you do so, blood sprays up onto the butterflies that are floating around you and speckles their wings a bit, and they
Beautiful!
stutter for a bit.
Wait.
Beautiful.
So I knock him down,
Okay.
and then I'm going to... let's see. So I did 15 feet there.
Okay.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So that wouldn't get me. So I'll run over to this one.
Okay.
And make a second swipe.
Okay.
$16 to hit.
That hits. Roll damage.
I'm just destroying these innocent people. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you absolutely are.
I should have yelled something, but
Yeah.
The amount of innocent blood on our hands is
Yeah.
high.
4 damage on that one.
4 damage. Okay. As you swipe, you chop their leg off, and they fall to the ground. Loss of blood. Gonzo.
Loss of blood, Gonzo. It's
Loss
my
of blood,
favorite Muppet.
Gonzo.
He's a great Muppet.
That
Muppet.
crazy mobster. Lots of blood,
Lots of
Gonzo.
blood, Muds.
And
Okay.
Muds,
yeah,
Gonzo.
I think
that's
that's
it.
your whole turn, right?
Yep.
Love it.
Bop it.
Tortuga, what you do?
So I don't have an attack that's called like a shield bash.
Okay.
But I'm wondering, Mr. DM, if you'll allow it. If you'll allow it.
1,000,000%.
If I can just do like an unarmed strike or something to just kind of like hit somebody out of the way with my shield.
So you're looking to do non-lethal damage to them.
Yeah, I'm just kind of.
Are you trying to move them, or are
get
you
them out
trying
of the
to
way. I'm
knock
just trying
them
to
out?
move them.
Move them or knock
Like-
them out? Just move them?
They struck
Yeah.
first.
Okay.
technically.
I mean, if they get unconscious on the way,
I
that's
didn't hit
fine.
I mean, I'm going to
Yeah.
say, like, you're
Justified.
strong enough that you could probably try and make
Yeah.
that part of your thing.
So I'm just trying to, like, the one that is right between me and the sewer grate. I'm just
Okay.
going to run forward and just kind of, like, hit him out of the way.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll.
Because I think
to-
that still keeps you within range of the other two, so
Yeah.
no attack of opportunity there. Okay.
So I'm just going to,
Yeah, roll to hit.
as an unarmed strike, if
Just
that's
roll
okay.
and then do your strength mod. Yep.
So it's a 25 to hit.
1,000,000%.
Or-
Yep.
16? Yeah, 25 to hit.
Okay.
1,000,000% damage.
And with that, if you're trying to do non-lethal damage to these guys,
Yeah.
roll. I'll just say if you roll over a certain number that I set, it knocks them out.
Okay.
If that is what, if you're
so,
aiming
so
for,
the thing with unarmed strike, and I know it's
It's
not
1
totally
point
an
of
unarmed
damage.
strike, it's 1 plus your strength modifier, so it
Yeah.
would do 6.
perfect.
Okay.
Which is perfect. Yeah.
Perfect.
Because your normal commoner is 4 HP. Yeah. So you do that, boom, the sewer gets knocked out, falls on top of the sewer grate.
I was trying to hit him to the side.
Oh, to the side. Okay, perfect.
Do we know where Cassie went?
No, Seb just said she disappeared. Yeah, on the ground.
They're impenetrable. They cannot fall. They're like
These
cats.
commoners are resilient.
She's got to have gone down.
And
that
then
well.
what I want to do is I want to try and flip that sewer grate.
Like open it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna say that's an extra action because that other one was an attack.
No, yeah,
Trying to put- so that's
I'm
like
just
your
using
next-
it as
your plan
my
next
second.
turn?
Yeah, no. So I've got two I've got an attack and an extra attack.
Yeah, so
Can
that's
I use
where
an extra attack as an action.
because you get an action on your turn, and if you take the action to attack, that's when you use your second attack and stuff. So because it's like that would technically be what is it? Use an object. So as an action in combat, you use an object other than a magic item that requires your action for its use. So it's like, or help where you're attempting to do something, you know what I mean? So that's the way it goes. So that way, like a fighter or a monk,
can't just do.
if you're fighting, you're like, I'm trained to be able to low 2 blows in the time it takes a normal person to do 1.
sure.
But it's like, if you bash someone out of the way for that 6 seconds worth, that takes the whole 6 seconds. That and your
Okay.
movement.
So I'll put my trident
Perfect.
in there, ready to pry it.
Love
then.
it. I'm down with that.
I'll do that.
I'm totally down with that. Okay, sweet. So now it is a horde. Let me move them.
Oh man.
Okay, so the horde approaches, and you've got some by you, Rab, so they'll attack at you first. Then they crit fail. They swing, and you easily divert their attacks towards you.
Could I? Never mind.
Nope. Tortuga, the one that's by you, misses as well because it was an 11.
Yeah.
And then Frolic, the one's by you, 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, sweet. So,
Let me just get my pencil ready.
Sugar.
16 bludgeoning damage, halved, so 8. And Rab, it's your turn.
Rabbit.
Okay. Okay. These
If you want to describe it, Eric could move your stuff.
these
or whatever.
two by me, in front of me.
Okay.
I would like to do a swinging motion, kind of Tortuga,
Mm-hmm.
and try to hit both of them,
Okay.
if that's at all possible. I just want to knock them out as well. I mean, I want to do non-lethal damage.
Okay. If you're trying to hit both of them in one, it'll just depend on how high you roll. If you
Perfect.
can successfully do that.
And then before I do this, I'm just going to say, Frolic, if you can, don't kill him. And then I'm going to...
What if I already did?
Yeah.
Do you want me to add anything to it?
I mean, yeah, it's your so strength modifier.
Strength modifier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for an unarmed attack, it's just a normal attack. But yeah.
Well, it's your roll plus your strength, and then yeah.
Some of them are doing unarmed
17.
attacks.
Yep, 17 will hit. And you're gonna hit one and be able to not. So what's your strength mod?
2.
2. Okay, you hit one, and instead of carrying through with the second one, I'll just say you were able to knock out the first one.
Okay.
But the second one's still kind of around that corner enough
Perfect.
that you weren't able to quite get her yet.
Okay.
Okay, you moving or anything else? Or you good?
I am not moving.
Okay. Seb's going to turn around and he is going to, just with the butt of his sword, knock these homies out. 16, which he does with both of them.
There you go, bud.
All right, Frolic, it is your turn.
Okay, so when I'm raging, and if anyone knows the answer, that'd be great. When I'm raging, am I still like cognitive? Can I make decisions? Can I?
Yeah, like
It's not a blind rage.
I don't know. I think there's some argument to both.
Okay, then we
I
don't
would
need
say, I would say with yours, you hear him.
friend.
You're familiar with rage enough that you, if you want to, you can choose to deal. Because as long as you're still knocking these dudes, you're,
Okay, and that's what I was curious about. Okay,
I'd say if he's a berserker, then it would be less inclined to be.
yeah.
true that. With that said, I'm going to turn the blade end of my axe to the flat side instead.
Perfect.
And I guess try and
Just try knocking some people out.
bludgeoning rather than slashing. And I'm just gonna do basically just a sweep. I guess 2 attacks, a full sweep to these 2 right in front of me.
Okay.
So I'll do my first attack on the one to
Yep.
my left. And 16 base.
Yep, that hits.
So I knocked that one over. Do I need to roll the damage? I'll roll the damage.
No, you're good.
Okay.
If you're doing non-lethal,
Okay.
because your strength mod is what, 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're knocking him out when you want.
It's a 12.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. These guys are.
It's horde.
They are
And they're
horde.
commoners.
Oh my horde. Okay.
'Kay.
And that's my 2 attacks, and then I'm gonna run back towards Tortuga. I think actually.
Okay. So as you move, that one will take a swipe.
This one.
Yeah. But it crit. Holy cow. I've crit failed so many times against you guys. She sweeps. Misses.
15, 20. So I'm gonna stand here with Tortuga and see how I can help.
Okay. Awesome. Tortuga, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pry that thing up.
Okay. Perfect. Give me a strength check.
Freaking 10.
10. As you try and pry.
Oh, wait.
Plus your strength, or?
Nope, never mind. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, as you try and pry this up, it seems like it's kind of like almost welded shut. Not that they have welding as an option, but it's very much so been jammed into place, probably because it's right outside the orphanage and they don't want orphans to be able to freaking flip it over or anything. So took more to pry it than you were expecting. So as you do that, you kind of hit like that and you're staring down at it. You see the mist rise up and come pouring out of that, as well as out of some cracks in the cobblestone and the rock and things like that. And it poofs up right in front of you. So you're still holding your breath, right? I mean,
I would be.
yeah. So I guess, yeah, we probably should have been.
I can roll a Constitution if
Do a
you want. 'Cause I
Constitution
wasn't
with advantage.
expecting
Do
it.
Constitution with
Okay.
advantage,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can do that.
I'm fine. And then Frolic, you're going to need to roll one as
Sure as I
well.
have a +5 on all saves.
18.
Well, I got a natural 20.
Okay. So you, on top of that, you absolutely just quickly beforehand take that and you're good. And you said what, an 18?
18, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you, as it comes up, also just try and kind of turn as much as you can in your rage-filled state. With that, the horde continues to advance and more people continue to... I'm going to be adding some more, so no worries.
One of them jumps right on top of that crate. You're like, really?
Come on.
I can't get it.
I'm just going to lift it and flip them over.
Lands
Non-lethally.
Crushes him.
Your fault.
You were standing on it.
They're going to make their attacks. So their attacks against Seb does not hit. Attack against Tortuga does not hit.
Here we go.
Attack against Rab, 7 plus 8. 15.
Misses.
Okay. All of them miss. You're able to divert the blows and stuff because some of them are just, they look like chefs. They look like a school teacher. They look like just people that are just losing their
The school teacher does that.
minds. So as that happens, Rab, you're up
And the
next.
chef goes, wah, 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 wah.
Charlie Brown style.
You guys are funny. Cool. I'm going to do the same thing, basically. Just
smash metal away.
yeah. And it was just a roll plus my strength modifier,
Yep.
correct? It's only a 12.
Yep, hits.
Oh, perfect.
So you won't be able to hit both of them, but you can hit one of them for
right.
sure.
Just oh my gosh, my
Right.
voice. Right.
Okay.
Oh, gee.
Nice.
That Minotaur kid.
Okay. And you're just standing your ground, right? Not moving anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not moving an inch.
So Seb, he
Pisses me off every time.
he swings around with the butt of his sword and he just knocks 2 of them out in one swipe, the 2 that are next to each other, and then he moves slightly and just frickin' what looks like roundhouse kicks the next one right in the face, and he just looks out and he goes, "How long are we going to do this? They just keep coming." And as he does that, he
Can any
shouts
of
out
us
to you.
respond, or do we have to wait till it's our turn?
Right now, we'll say that you can, we can take a moment for everyone to... Yeah, you are very...
Find the girl, and we can move on.
She's gone.
Find her!
I think I got something. Hang on.
Okay.
Gotta
So
wait
with
for my
that,
turn.
Frolic, your turn.
Yeah, okay. I'll just swing at the one directly behind me.
Okay.
The one on the sewer grate?
No,
Behind you.
I will hit the one on the sewer grate first.
Okay.
Well, that's
Sweet.
just the one behind you. You're facing...
I'm facing. Well,
His
Oh, I'm sorry. No, your
Yeah.
hair is on the right side of your face. I was like,
Sorry.
I'm looking at the back of the head.
you're good.
Okay. Roll for it.
I'm not gonna move, so I mean, like,
Okay. Yeah.
12. Does 12 hit?
Yep.
Okay, so I knock on that side. Yep. Shut up. And
Okay.
then I'll swing the other way and hit the one on the sewer grate as well.
Okay.
16 and 15. So
Nice.
cool.
Okay. You knock both of them out. Tortuga,
I
your
just
turn.
imagine that one went a little further, is all. So,
Your turn.
Hi. Can I try to lift the thing off again?
Sure.
There's not a person on there now.
That is going to be more helpful. Thank you, Seth. That's very kind of you.
Although when I rage, I like to think I just the
Yes.
whole time.
I'll shake it up, baby.
Yeah.
Now.
Just the
Freaking
whole
the
time.
what is it? The kid on
Oh, buddy.
Crit One.
Oh, buddy. Let me touch you over there. bud.
6.
So
1 plus 6 is 5. Is 1
That's
plus
true.
5 is 6.
this one
Reach
isn't
over and
attack
touch ya.
though, so it is a true crit failure.
Okay. Well,
And as that happens, you just try to pry it up and it just snaps loose and you just fall to one knee and you're just overwhelmed with the anger of just like what do you want us to do, Clark? What is the freaking point? And in just that anger, you're holding your breath, you're fighting off of this thing, and the horde continues to move inward.
Let's not get any on the grate this time.
And so as the horde moves inward, you hear behind you, coming from this corner, the smoke has now enveloped the whole space. I should have had you roll, but I didn't. But that's fine.
I can roll right now if you'd like.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I missed it. That's my bad. The smoke, the green mist is everywhere. And you all hear the words come from this corner. I think they're over here. As you turn and you look, you see 2 green eyes start coming, like shining through the mist, coming towards you. And as you hear this voice say, I think they're over here, this member gets a quarterstaff to the head, knocking it out, and sliding out of the fog into view. You see a Warforged with green glowing eyes and fur coming out of the top of his head, and a fur kind of like half robe with the sleeves cut off going to the ground. And he goes, holy crap, there you guys are. Guys, yeah, they're over here. Okay, I found them. This other Warforged monk slides into frame. And the one with the quarterstaff just goes, oh, hey, looks like you guys are actually doing a pretty good job of like not killing. Okay, nope, they definitely have been killing some guys here. So don't kill any more guys, okay? We're here to help everything. You guys need to follow me, all right?
All right.
Like, are you guys going to follow me, or like, we're not going to do? Oh, sorry. Yeah, my name is Wolf.
okay.
Yeah, no, I'm here to help you guys. So like,
Sure. Your eyes are just the same color as this mist.
No, yeah, for sure. But like, I'm not a crazy person right now, and I'm like talking to you, so I can explain everything. But like, this mist is going to stick around for a while, so you need to get out of it, right?
Frolic runs towards them.
Frolic starts running towards, and these 2 Warforged monks are just going around, knocking out whoever is, and kind of looking at everyone. And he looks over and he sees you, Rab, and he goes, "All right, hey, little guy, okay, come on, you need to come with us, okay?"
Little guy. If I start running towards him, as I run past this person right by the door, can I knock
Yeah.
her out like with a?
Sure.
Boom.
Yeah. What was
Does
it?
a 10 hit?
A 10 does hit.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you hit her and she gets knocked out.
Perfect.
And he goes, "Oh, smart thinking. Yeah, you're blocking the orphanage. That was good. It's okay. This guy can protect it. He'll make sure no one gets in there. Okay.
That's the orphanage.
All right.
All right. Hey, big green guy, you going to come with us or?"
I was going to, but you told me not to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just meant like you didn't have to do it. You could still tell
No,
me
yeah,
that you're
I
gonna move. Yeah. Okay.
As soon as Frolic was going, I was like, all right.
Okay. Sweet. And Seb also just turns and starts following this Warforged monk. So he just says,
Gosh.
"All right, you guys, you need to come with me, okay? I'm going to help get you guys to safety, and everything's going to be fine. All right? Just no one freak out on me, or I'm gonna have to put you down, okay? Like knock you out, not like kill you. Okay, let's go." And he just starts running off in the distance.